Right then, so far we have been through some trading terminology, types of trading. Last video was technical analysis and fundamental analysis, and now we're actually on the charts. And the next few videos we will be focusing solely on the charts. So this video is just going to be a bit of an introduction to how to use TradingView. Um, Basically, just how to navigate it. I created a new account so that um, this is exactly what you guys will see when you set yours up. Um, it actually starts on white mode, what we're in now. I personally don't like to trade with a white screen. I know some people do. A lot of traders disagree on this for some reason. Some prefer white, some prefer black. I personally like to have it dark. So firstly, what you want to do is click on this, go down to here and select dark mode. So right now we're just looking at a bear chart, um, literally just the candlesticks. Um, this is actually a gold chart. It literally just came onto here when I set the account up. So firstly, when you come in to TradingView, you might want to change what your candlesticks look like. So I'm literally just going to double click onto a candle, and it's going to come up with chart settings. So to be honest, all of these here you don't really need unless you want to change the color of your canvas. And if you want to change the color of your candlesticks, then so as you can see, these are the green ones. This column is the green, this column is the red. So let's say you wanted to change them to blue. You go down. So the body is the thick bit of the candle, and then the borders is literally the border of the body, and then the wick are the long sticks that you see in here. So yeah, if you wanted to change the color, you can. I personally just keep it um, green and red. I always have. So I'll just go down the left hand column here and just go through what kind of what you'll need. So the cross is basically just your cursor, so you can move the chart around just by clicking anywhere. Getting ads popping up because it's a free account that I just set up. But and then this right hand side column here will just allow you to pull your chart out if you want to see it more clearly, or pull it down if you want to, and then this along the bottom will allow you to pull it inwards so that you can see more price action. And then if you want to get a closer look again, you can pull this out like this, pull this one up so that you can zoom into what you're looking at. We'll go through the different time frames as well. So right now we're on the daily chart. So each of these candles that you see, these green and red candles, represent one day of price action. But first we'll go down the left-hand column. So if you click here, trendline tools, you've got all your different lines that you might want to use. So some people use trend lines like this to kind of put along, see where the support and resistance is. I personally don't use trend lines. I think there's better ways to analyze price. But the way that I do use trend lines is, again, we're going to go through all of this in more detail, but if I think there is, well, not think, the high here, I want to see this green candle get below it, that is when I would use trend lines. And as I said, you can use them however you want, but Lines I basically use all for the same reason. I'm just marking out highs and lows of the market, which, you know, don't worry about yet. We're going to get into this a bit more. But yeah, so with lines, you could draw a horizontal line, which will go right across the chart. This is probably what you'd want to use if you're looking at some high time frame data. So if you're on the monthly chart and you want to mark out an area of support and resistance, and then this line, and then you come back onto the daily chart, then this line will allow you to see how price is reacting around there. But yeah, these they're your lines there. You can have a play around with them. I clicked on this magnet tool, which basically if I've got a trend line and I want to put it to the exact top of that high, then I'll click on the magnet and it'll literally stick to that. And then if I want to make this line straight, I'll press shift and enter. So yeah, they're your trend lines. Here, out of all these, I only ever use the Fib retracement, the Fibonacci retracement. Again, I will go into Fibonacci's in more detail, but it basically just allows you to pull the tool from whatever price point you want to another price point. This is not how I'd use it. I'd customize. I've got a customized Fibonacci. If you guys want the customized Fibonacci, just drop it in the Discord, and I'll tell you what it is. But you don't really need to be worrying about all of these yet. Just giving you an idea of how to navigate TradingView. So you've got this is I just clicked on long position. So if you wanted to enter a long trade, this tool would draw. Let's say you wanted to long gold from here, and you wanted your stop loss there, and you were targeting at the high. That is these tools, the long and short position, just allow you to know what your risk to reward in the trade is going to be. So let's say you want price to come down to here, which is your entry price. The grey number is your entry price, and you've got your stop loss at the low, and then you want it to go back up to the high. Your risk to reward ratio would be 2.63. So that means if you entered a trade and you risked $100, for example, then if the trade went to your take profit, you'd make $263. So this is just a tool that allows you to see your risk to reward ratio, and just visualizes what your trade is going to be. So went through the lines, and it'll make more sense of how I use them in future lessons. Obviously, we've got the long and short position. If it was a short position, so you think price is going to go down, you might, this is all hypothetical, but let's say this current daily candle gets back below here, and then you take a trade with your stop loss at the high. You take a trade there, and you want to target that low there, that wick. Same concept with a short. Let's say you enter here at the grey price. You're risking $100. You're targeting down here. You're going to make $200 on the trade because the risk to reward ratio is 2.03. So there your long and short tools. What else? So you got price range. You can measure how much price has moved up by. So from yesterday to today, gold is up 2.62%. So you can have a play around with that. What else do I use? Date range, if you want to see how long price has been around a certain area for. You can go from 10th of April to now, or you can see exactly how many days it's been. So from the 9th of April until today, it's been 128 days. I don't really use that. The ones that I use are long, short, and price range. And then we've got, so rectangle is something that I use. If you click on this one here, it'll say brush, but I use rectangle quite a lot just because of my trading style, which I'll be teaching. I use these boxes, basically these rectangles, as areas to map out support and resistance. So let's say this candle closes like this. This box will now be an area of support. It'll be an area that I want to see price to come into and then look to take some long positions. So these rectangles I use quite a lot. The path I use just when I'm posting in Discord, just to show you where I think price is going to go. And then we've got text. You know, if you, when you're learning and you want to mark some things out, you might put doji candle to show what kind of candle you're looking at, or you know, you might mark out the market structure high. But I actually use, if I'm marking out market structure highs and lows, then I would do something like this. You can click on settings here, go onto text and write market structure high. And you can also choose where you want your writing to be. So I'd have it on the bottom, at the bottom left. No, I wouldn't. I'd have it at the bottom right. That's not your market structure high, by the way. That's technically market structure low. But again, we'll be going into that at some point. So you can write on the lines. You can also set price alerts. So if if I want to see price come down to that market structure low, then I would click on the alert. So if gold crosses this price, then I want to set a price alert there. So I'll get a notification to my phone that price has now crossed this line. Also, if you want to get rid of any drawings that you've done on the charts, then you can just go to the bin down here and click delete. So we went through the magnet. I think overall, you know, that's it for now. I don't want to confuse you with talking about market structure and stuff. That's something that I'll be going through in detail in my mentorship. But for now, I'm just giving you an introduction of TradingView. So yeah, these are all your tools that you use on the left-hand side. You can have a play around with them.